There's Woodster's butt over there. And Nelly is in the shelter. Hey guys, what's up? I haven't posted any vlogs yet this week. And I haven't actually shot any vlogs for well over a week now. I've had a bit of a crappy week actually. So this isn't really kind of a vlog, it's more me just giving you guys a little update. I do have a video in the works actually. Sorry, I'm just very conscious of the fact that my hair has gone unbelievably frizzy today. It's because I've got the bonfire going. I think it's kind of like, I don't know, singed maybe. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just very conscious of the fact that it's going. Anyway, completely irrelevant. I mean, my hair is the worst of my concerns. I'm going to stay at that. One of those days today. So yeah, it's not really a vlog today, just a little update. I do have a vlog in the works. It was actually a request by one of our viewers. Somebody asked what we feed our horses, and I've always kind of avoided making that video because I thought it would be really boring. Like, loads of other people seem to do it. Mr. Woodster's coming over to say hello. Hello, Mr. Woodster. Hi, sausage. I was going to take you out for a ride today and I haven't had a chance, have I? Sucks, bro. Maybe tomorrow, huh? Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, so that video is, well, it's been sat on my laptop for about 2 weeks now and I haven't got around to editing it. Oh dear, it's just not going well, is it? So yeah, I haven't done any vlogging this week. It's been a bit of a crap week, actually. We lost our pig on the weekend, which sucked. I actually didn't realise how upset I would be over that pig until she actually died. So she'd kind of been sick on and off a few times this year. She's old. We've had her for like well over a decade. I was trying to figure out how old she is and I actually cannot pinpoint the dates. I'd probably have to go back like way through our Facebook history to try and find like some of the earliest posts or pictures about her, but well over a decade, that much I do know. So she was old for a pig. And yeah, she's just not been quite right this year. All sorts of like weird things going on with her. We actually did consider getting the knacker man out to put her down a few weeks ago. And sod's law, she made a miraculous recovery. Like, I came out the next day after we'd kind of made that decision and she was trotting up the fence line to meet me like nothing was wrong. So I thought, okay, maybe she just was feeling a bit crap and she's over it now. But she did sort of go on a steady decline again after that. Like, she was good for a couple of weeks and then, yeah, it was like a steady decline again. And she just passed away in the night, Saturday night, Sunday morning, I guess. I would assume it was the earlier end of Saturday night because when I found her, she was like stone cold and rigor mortis had happened and all of that. So she'd been there for quite a while. And it was really sad, actually. So she'd come out of her house. She'd been in her house for a few days. She hadn't really come out. Like, she was picking up food, but she wasn't really coming out. And she'd come out of her little house for whatever reason, and she'd just kind of like collapsed against the fence out in her little walking area. Blue, bless him, was absolutely just, he was quite distraught when I got here. So he has the yard overnight, and the pig pen is like next to our yard. The dogs are doing things. The dogs are filthy right now. So yeah, Blue has the yard at night, and the pig pen is right next to the yard. So he was out, like not in the same area as her, but like close to her when she passed away. And when I came out in the morning, like he was just making the weirdest noises at me. Never actually heard him make a noise like that before. It was a really, really strange, distressed kind of whinny type noise. It was really, really peculiar. He was really upset. Lots of head tossing, lots of like opinionated body movements, for lack of a better phrase. He was really upset as well. And I mean, it kind of makes sense. You know, they spent the entire summer together this year. So the pig's summer pen down on our bottom field shared a fence line with Blue's summer field. And he was down there 24/7 for multiple weeks. And obviously he was turned out there like for multiple hours of the day, even when it wasn't 24/7 turnout. So they spent a lot of time together this summer. And when I think about it, like, they spend a lot of time together over the winter, every winter anyway, because he has more outside time in the winter than the others, because he has the yard at night. So I think they were probably closer than I realised. He got really upset. I got really upset. It was all just an absolute catastrophe, really. Yeah, and then it was a nightmare trying to get somebody to come out and collect her. So for anyone who doesn't know, you cannot bury a pig in the UK. Like, there's really strict, my goodness, there's midges out. Oh, not okay. Yeah, there's really strict laws and regulations regarding not only the keeping, but also the disposal of pigs. It's all to do with like biosecurity and preventing diseases, and it's just, I mean, it's more aimed for like commercial pig keepers, really. But I mean, pigs aren't really considered a pet. I mean, there is a very, very small section amongst all of the guidance and laws and regulations that kind of like specifically talks to pet pig owners, as opposed to like, well, livestock style pig keeping. But the same laws and regulations apply. So we couldn't bury her, which would have been significantly easier because we could have dealt with her then and then on the day we found her. And sod's law, she died on the weekend, of course, so it was difficult to get hold of anyone. And yeah, it turns out not many people in our county deal with that kind of removal. Livestock removal, full stop. Mum really struggled to get hold of someone. In the end, we found a local hunt kennel that was licensed to take them. So they came out and took her earlier this week. Me and Ian had hell of an adventure. We basically had to drag her out of her pen and get her on the driveway ready for collection. Because I didn't want, well, there was no way in hell Mum was going to move her on her own. I could barely move her on my own anyway, and it took the two of us to get her from her pen onto the driveway. She was small, but she was seriously heavy. Seriously heavy. Pigs are incredibly dense animals. So we had a fun late night in the pissing rain episode of getting the pig from her pen onto the driveway. We managed to get her onto a pallet and then dragged the pallet out. Oh, and yeah, it's just been a bit of a pants week. And on top of that, I'm also having the most horrendous rat problem down here at the moment. I mean, this is my first day off in 7 days, so I just worked 7 days straight, and this is my first day off, and I've literally spent, I mean, it's coming up to 3 o'clock now. I was like, yeah, I should really pick up the camera and shoot something today before it gets dark, because it's going to be dark soon. I've literally spent the whole day going around, like, repairing rat damage, which is just so frustrating. I've had to gut our feed shed today and disinfect it, hose it out. I still need to put everything back in there. I've just left it open airing for now and let it drying. But we have a serious rat problem here right now. Hence, I've got a bonfire going at the moment. I'm kind of going through and trying to remove any kind of clutter. And we're, like, you probably noticed from the backgrounds of our videos, we're quite cluttery people. Like, given the time, we're not cluttery people, but because we're both working so much at the moment, because life is just ridiculously expensive right now. So we're finding so little time to keep on top of stuff. And yeah, so it's a bit muddly, a bit cluttery, and I'm just working my way around the yard today, basically clearing anything that I think rats might be living in. And annoyingly enough, they've been avoiding my traps very successfully. I've got some new traps coming today, hopefully, which I'll be able to set out in the morning. Fingers crossed, I'll get the little buggers. On that topic, if anybody has any really good advice for dealing with rats, let me know in the comments, please, because I'm getting seriously desperate right now. I had like a mini breakdown about it the other day because I was so fed up of coming out and finding great big holes in the side of my buildings. It's like I repair one and then the next night there's an even bigger one 2 foot down the building, and they've dug up the foundation in our greenhouse. They're just, yeah, peed and pooed all in my food shed. It's not good. It's not good at all. Anyway, so much for me giving you guys a quick update. I've been waffling at the camera for a good 10 minutes now. I may well edit this down. It could well be shorter when I come to posting it, but yeah, there you go. That's why I've been a bit quiet this week. Bit of a crap week. As I said, I do have a video sat on my laptop that I am planning on editing tonight. I'll get that I'll get that finished and scheduled for you guys, and then we should be back to some sort of regular vlogging. Hopefully I'll actually get a chance to go out riding tomorrow. That'll be wonderful.